So yesterday we started discussing about a few internal commands. Even we learn about what is an internal command and what is an external command. And Unix has category. I mean, even the even architecture of not only architecture, the hierarchy of file system. The hierarchy of file system. Okay, I mean, okay, from in Unix starts with root. So under the root, we do have this many folders. So instead of folders, we call them as a file system. So along with that, so instead of along with bin, yesterday we discussed about okay, few more files. We discussed about bin also. So what bin contains? Bin contains the binary executable files, which means that all commands, all predefined programs, all predefined okay, programs. Program details okay, available under okay, bin. We call it as a in Unix terminology. We call it as commands. So if you want to see that what are all the commands okay, inside it, we already learn about okay, what is the okay, bin. So okay, cd forward slash okay, bin. So here just ls. So this many commands we are having now. So ls. Yesterday we learned about okay, few details about under etc also cd etc. The important files on okay, etc is etc passwd. The passwd file is a this file contains the information about users who are physically connected to the system. Those details will be available on this system, available on okay, this file. So total it contains 7 fields. Each fields each field is separated by the colon. So colon is a delimiter. So as you know that, so there could be a different delimiters. So the default delimiter, the default delimiter in I mean in any in system is between the two fields. Space is a default delimiter. Between the two lines, backward slash n is a new delimiter. Okay, is a delimiter. Rather than that, we can also use either colon, semicolon, comma, pipe. So we can also use okay, comma, and we can also okay, use okay, this is the okay, one, and we can also use the pipe symbol. So okay, along with that, okay, we can also use okay, any of okay, other delimiter, ampersand, whichever you want, we can able to okay, use the delimiter. The only intent is so we are going to say that okay, between okay, this is a one field and this is another field. So at high level, so username, encrypted password, user ID, group ID, so about the user, default working directory, default okay, shell. So the one more okay, along with that, so we also okay, discussed about okay, we also discussed about one more file which is etc passwd. Sorry, etc okay, shadower file. Since okay, whichever the files, whichever the users we set it as a password, those password details will be available on shadower file. But even in shadow file also, the okay, password is not on straightforward, it is an encrypted format. So these two users we set a password. So okay, hence okay, we do have a encrypted okay, password on okay, here. So under okay, the same etc, we do have a one more file called etc okay, shells, she. So okay, shell. So etc okay, shells. So etc okay, shells. So what this etc shells okay, does is, so what this okay, the intent of the etc shells are, so if you go with okay, etc underscore okay, shells, which contains the so list of okay, mainly the etc shell contains okay, list of shells which are available on your operating system. So which are available on your operating system. So if you are using a Linux, so what are all the default okay, shells which are available, that we can able to see as part of okay, here. So one is shell, barn shell, no login. No login means if you set it as a no login, they don't okay, login. Okay, eventually they are not going to okay, login. And okay, we're also having a bash. So user bin bash, and these are the okay, I mean, so here we are only having okay, two shells which are sh and okay, bash. We don't have a con shell. So because okay, this by default the CentOS is tied up with okay, this barn shell only, because barn shell is obviously free. So okay, I mean, if you want, we can also okay install, we can also download, and we can also okay download okay, we can download any RPM. That also we are going to be discussed. So even yesterday we have discussed about okay few commands. So whatever the commands we have discussed, and if you want to okay, once we log into a system, and whatever the commands you executed earlier, if you want to get all those commands that I have executed by you, so we can simply get by using history command. So history command will captures the list of okay commands that executed by user. So for example, okay, if it yesterday we first run a IPA command. So what IPA command does, it will display the in network okay, details. What is your host name? What is your subnet? From which Ethernet okay you are getting an internet? All those details it will show us. And ls command to display the list of okay files or directories which are available in a system. Sorry, which are available in a specific folder. I mean by default we can able to get it from either current folder or okay, specific folder or from current folder or specific folder. By default it looks for the current. Then cd command to change the directory. So apart from that, so we also run a init command. Init command is used to shut down a system. So total okay, we'll discuss about run level on tomorrow. So okay, run levels on tomorrow. Okay, I mean like after some time okay, we'll discuss on okay, run levels. So in Windows, if you want to shut down a system, what we do? We'll click on okay Windows button, and okay we'll click on okay this okay power button. So once you click on the power button, so the system will be shut down. Whereas in Unix, if you want to shut down your system, the command is init space 0. Init space okay 0. Init space is 0 the command to shut down a Linux system. So any Linux system if you want to shut down, we can use okay init okay 0. And we already seen that okay, at the end of the class also we will run this init 0, so that okay, we'll come to know. And okay, we also discussed about the type command. What type command does, it will try to tell whether the okay whether this command is a internal command or external command. If it is external command, it required a source code file and even resources as well to execute okay to execute. And okay we learn about okay even clear command. So what clear command does, it will try to clear the screen. So if you want to clear if you want to clear the screen, then okay we can run okay clear command so that the screen will be cleared. And okay, we also learn about okay who command. So who command displays the list of users who are connected to the systems, who are connected to the system. So if you go with okay who hyphen a default option, it will show that list of all active or inactive all user details it will show. And even plus symbol means they are ready for the communication. Okay, I mean without a plus they are not ready for the communication, they are not ready for the communications. And the one more important okay option which is available on okay who command is hyphen b. Hyphen b means okay, from how long your system okay, when the system is okay started. So the system is started at 9:18, the same time it is okay showing, the time it is okay showing. And we're also having a w command. The difference between the w and the who command is w command will provide okay more details, okay more details okay more fields compared to w command. So we'll get at that okay jcpu, pcpu. Jcpu means I will I mean I mean total sum of cpu which is allocated on which is allocated, so which is used okay from okay, which is allocated this user since connected. So PCP means current utilization. So current utilization details, CPU details, okay, it will okay show us. For example, as of now, we are used 0.01 seconds, but overall we used 0.04 seconds. That is the so difference. And okay, if you want to get the details about a specific user, we can run a command called who am I. So who am I is a command. So with help of okay who am I command, we can able to get the details of current user. So if you want to get the details of only of specific user about you, like what I mean about you, then we can able to get by using who am I. And we are also having one more command called who am I. So there is a differentiation between so this command, and there are okay differentiation between so w and okay who command, okay who hyphen b, sorry okay who okay who hyphen a. So okay and okay even okay who am I, and okay who space am space okay I. So all these commands, how you need to be interpret is, so W and WHO command, okay, displays the list of users who are connected to the system. So if you want to know that what all the users are available in this system, that is cat etc passwd. That is a different story. But who are connected, that we can able to get by using okay who are w. The only difference is more number of okay fields. And if you want to get the details of a specific user, who am I? So if you are keeping who am I without of space, you will get the okay you will get okay login name of you will get a login name. If you are going to execute who space am space I, you will get what is that okay username and terminal, and okay from at what time it is connected, and what is the source system, from which source system you connected, all those details it clearly okay shows us. At the same time, so log name, if you go with okay log name and okay who am I, both will displays the same output. So okay both will displays the same output. Log name displays the intent of the log name is to display the login name of okay login name of okay session. So this is a session, right? So okay by using which user okay you have connected, those details okay contains okay as part of that those details okay shows by log name and okay who am I. So okay log name and okay who am I. So this is also important commands you need to be okay remember. And if you execute okay even id command, so okay id command, so even id command also shows us, so even id command also shows us the id command, what it does means it will try to fetch the details, it reads the data okay from etc okay passwd, and it will display the details of okay current user. So instead of going cat etc passwd, so if you want to know that okay I mean with the help of this id command, what we can do is we can able to get what is your user id and what is your okay group id, how many groups you have okay, how many groups you have associated, and okay along with I mean what are the, this is a kind of context details, all those details we will okay show us. If you go with id hyphen help, we can also get okay all okay further details as well. If you go with okay id hyphen a, so okay id hyphen a and id, we got the same output. So if you go with okay id hyphen okay capital Z, so it will also okay displays that. So mainly it only print the security context of the current user. So for example in security when it comes with okay, okay these are a security details. So as part of ch mode and ch1 I will show you what is okay unconfined okay, all these details, but with help of id command we'll come to know so okay those details. So for example okay if you go with the hyphen n, so okay, if you go with hyphen n, it will display okay it will display, so print a name instead of okay number. So hyphen r means okay real id. For example if you are if you want to get the real id, we can also okay use some of them options are supporting, some of them are not supporting, but so okay the important options of okay id command, if you use id hyphen help, you will get it. So you just okay remember okay id hyphen a or just id. So with help of id command we can able to get the so okay details of okay details of current user. So details of current user. We can also specify ID1. So ID1 means it also I mean not only by default it shows the current user details. So by default it shows the current user details. So if you want, we can also specify we can also specify the user ID details. For example, cat etc passwd. So we are having okay this much of users. So for example, if I mention okay ID 0, so ID 0 will displays the details of okay, okay root account okay details. 0 represents the root and those details. For example, okay, if you go with okay ID of okay 4, it shows us. So okay UID is okay 4, LP, GID is 7, all these details. So if you want to okay display hyphen E also, so so id command by default it displays the details of current user. So what is the id, group id, and security context, all those details. If you want to get a specific user details, we just pass id space okay the number. So id space okay number, so that okay we'll get okay we'll get the okay details okay we'll get the okay details of okay that specific okay user, we'll get the details of okay that okay specific okay user. So any doubts on okay here? No. So any doubts? Say yes or no.
No, no doubts.
So along with id command, we can also use get ent. So get ent. So get ent is also a command. So with help of get ent, we can able to get. So if you just use get ent, so get entries from administrative database. So administrative database, what is administrative database? Internally, Unix also maintains its own database, not its own database. If you want to get the details, get entries, GET ENT. So get entries. So get entries. If you want to get the details from a database, so we can go ahead and use this get ent. So get ent. So if you want to get the details of a specific user, PASSWD, get ent pass WD. So if you go with RAM, so it will show you the details of RAM also. So the same whatever the output it is having on etc pass WD, the same output displays by get ent. So we are trying to get the we are trying to say that get ent. So get the details from pass WD file. So which details you want? So which details you want? For example, if I just specify as root, it will display the details of root. So so today we are the one more command we learn is id and get ent. So the get ent means get entries. So get entries from a file. Internal database we can able to get it. So for example, if you want to get the details from shadow shadow. So let's see that whether this will work. Shadow shadow. Then for example, root. So it will shows the details of it will shows the details of password details, all those details it shows us. For example, whichever the file, so whichever the file, if you want to get the details, that we can able to get by using this get ent. So simply as part of day to day, so if you want to know the details of a specific user, who space am space I, the alternative commands are who am I and log name. These are the three commands which will display the details of a specific user. Then apart from that, if you want to get the details, full details of a user, like what is the default shell, default working directory, all those details, we can use the get ent command. So get ent, get entries from database. Get ent, then get ent, then file name, then which entries you are looking. Then we can also use the id command. So id command also displays the details of a specific user. What is that? Those for example, if you just execute the id command, you will get you will get the current user details. For example, if you go with who am I and log name, log name. So even from etc for example get ent, so pass wd, for example root. So all these commands are trying to get the details of current user. All these commands are trying to show the details of a current user only. Now, so this is about the current user. So for example, so if you want to know that, so if you want to now if you want to know the details of as part of our VM, we have installed a Linux. We have installed one of the Linux flavor. If you want to know that which flavor of Linux you are using, then we have to use a command called uname. One of the very important facility. If you want to know that which flavor of Linux you are using, we can use this uname command. So uname hyphen a. So this is that about host name. So flavor and all these details. For example, GNU Linux and whether it's a 64-bit. This is the 64-bit mission and at what time it is started. When this kernel version number and release time, all those details will show us. For example, uname hyphen hyphen help will clearly show us. Hyphen a means all. So if you go with hyphen yes, it will only displays the kernel name. So what is the kernel name? So for example, if you want to display that release number of a cursor, this is a release number. So 3.10.x64 is a release number of okay current okay kernel version. So for example, okay, if you want to know that okay version number, so okay, we can also, I mean version release date. Hyphen V means print the kernel version okay release and okay version details. And if you want to get the only mission names, okay hyphen M. So okay, hyphen M means print the mission hardware okay name. And okay even okay if you want to display, I mean few of them works, few of them doesn't. So this is a processor hardware platform. So if you want to go with okay, operating system, so GNU okay Linux. So uname is a command. With the help of uname command, we can able to get the flavor of okay Linux. Which flavor of Linux you are using, that we can able to get by using this okay uname command. Simply you just type a uname hyphen uname and okay uname okay hyphen a. So always use the uname hyphen a. So and one more thing you need to remember is majority of the commands is having an option called hyphen a. Hyphen a denotes all. So if you are okay, if you didn't remember any of the option, we can get command name hyphen hyphen help. For example, if you want to the one of the default option, majority of the commands, not for all commands, majority of the commands, if you want to get if you want to get, you just use okay hyphen a. Hyphen a means okay hyphen a means okay all. Hyphen a means okay all. So okay, I mean this is okay. If with help of this uname, we can able to get okay the operating version okay details. What is the flavor and which whether 64 bit or 32 bit okay, all those details okay, we'll get it. So now, if you want to get, so I mean, for example, if you take your mobile, so in a mobile you are using Android. So here it's not showing the what is the version number of okay, OS you are using. Here we are getting what is the flavor of Linux, which kernel version you are using, what is the kernel version number, kernel release date, and okay, even operating bit version details. Those kind of details are showing on okay this guide. Whereas if you want to know that okay which flavor of okay which okay, the current version, if you want to get the current version of current version of Linux system, so Windows okay, for example in Windows okay, how do we do? So okay, we go with this one okay, here right click and okay, I mean so okay here, so okay, we'll try to okay see that okay what is the okay, version of okay, what is the version of that so Linux system. So here desktop about or something, there okay, we'll try to get the details of so the details of, I mean, the version of that, whether Windows 2000, 2010, 2007, those details, okay, we'll get it. Whereas in Unix, if you want to get the current version of okay, flavor which we are using, that we need to use, okay, that we need to use. So, okay, this is the command. So, etc red hat hyphen okay release. So, etc so red hat hyphen okay release. So, one more important file under etc is red hat hyphen release. So that's why etc also contains the binary executable files related to the system administrator. So all these details are needed for the system administrator. So cat etc red hat okay release. So with help of okay this, we are trying to get okay what is the, so the okay the version flavor is sent to OS Linux, release number is 7.2 okay 151. So 7.2 okay 151. So very important commands you need to be remember when you are working on these are the all these are system related commands. So UNAM will display the operating version details, whether it is a Windows, I mean those kind of details. Oh, okay, the Linux, those details, process kernel details, version, those details. If you want to know the exactly which release, okay, which version of Linux you are using, we can use etc red hat hyphen release. So this is a command you must have to okay use on okay you must have to so use it to get the actual version number which is available okay which is currently okay using which is currently so okay using. So in okay okay in our mobile phone how do we get it? We'll go to the settings about phone. So there okay we'll get there will get okay these details okay in our mobile phone. But in Unix these are the two commands. These are the two commands you need to be okay remember. And okay, one more thing is, so these are all about okay the internal commands related to the system. So any doubts on okay all these commands like uname, who hyphen b, So any doubts on okay these commands? So
No
clear?
doubts. Yes.
So all these are, I mean, generally, if some, I assume that okay, if you are going to work on any organization, or if you are doing a, if you are working on a Linux operating system, these commands are essential to continue. Okay, to I mean, these commands are okay essential. So now we'll discuss about okay few more okay commands. The few more commands are, so now okay we'll discuss about the commands called. So one more file okay we'll discuss about this etc mrepos.d. So the file etc m.repos.d. So okay here, so under this is it okay this is a directory. So under this directory, so we are using this okay CentOS operating system, right? So the intent of okay this directory inside this file is, so if you execute okay cat this file name, you will come to know that. So okay will come okay it will be having the report details. What do you mean by okay report details? So in future assume that now we want to okay download you want to download a software. You want to download a software. You want to you want to install you want to install some X software on the current machine. If you want to install assume that our requirement is I want to install okay nettool I want to install okay sftp utility on sftp utility on okay this current linux server. So in that case there are two ways to install. One is, so okay one is you download the software okay from respective website. After downloading the website, okay after downloading the website, okay after downloading the source code okay from website, you place it on this linux server and okay use rpm commands. So use the rpm commands okay to download okay to install or erase it. The other way is, so okay the other way is instead of downloading okay then installing, we can also go with okay other way which is m command. So which is the m command. What m command does is, so with the help of m command with help of m, it will directly connect to the internet. That could be either okay if it is that it will directly connect to that okay internet, I mean repo servers. It will directly download from there and it will try to install, it will try to okay install. So in windows if you want to install okay any application, how do we do that? 2 days back we want to install the putty. I log into that okay I search I mean first I open the google chrome, I search the putty, and I got I mean we switch to okay putty url okay putty website. There we have downloaded. After that I just double click it, it is okay automatically installed. Similarly we have installed CentOS. Similarly we have downloaded okay VMware. How we have downloaded? So we log into that url and okay we downloaded it. So similarly, so the rpm command is also okay similar. If you want to download okay any software, or if you want to download, if you want to install like any software on linux system, there are two ways to okay install. One is rpm command, other one is m command. There are okay differentiations between each of them. So the rpm command what it does is, with help of rpm command we can able to get okay I mean we can able to get the list of softwares which are available, which are already installed in the system. At the same time if you want to delete or if you want to install the new software, we can okay do that. So when it comes with unix terminology, we will call it as okay rpm, or okay we will call it as a package. So if you want to install any new package, or if you want to erase the package, or if you want to display the list of okay packages which are available on system, that we can able to get by using rpm command. So rpm is one of the very huge command, but I'm not going to teach about completely about rpm command because that is the system administrator related command. So system relative command. For example, if you see that rpm hyphen hyphen help, you will get lots of details. You will get lots of options. You will get the lots of option because as part of administrative task, we use this command okay heavily. So simply, so okay, we'll use okay RPM. So if you want to get the list of softwares okay which are okay installed on okay system, we can use RPM hyphen a. So what is the meaning of hyphen a? As I already specified multiple times, hyphen a means all. Hyphen a means okay all. So then we can okay, now we need to use the option called hyphen q, rpm hyphen a. So rpm hyphen qa. So qa means it will try to display the list of softwares or list of packages which are installed on a system. All those details we can able to get okay by using this rpm hyphen okay qa rpm hyphen okay qa command. rpm hyphen qa, which means that so whenever you try to install Linux operating system, very first time these many softwares it has okay installed, this many software, this many packages, so it's installed. So for example Python, okay, dbus, and okay sent, there are these many predefined things it has okay installed. So if you want to install a package by using RPM, you need to download from website. After downloading the website, you need to place it on Linux server, either by using okay, WinSCP. There are okay, few tools. So from Windows to Unix, you need to copy. There are tools which is FTP, SFTP, WinSCP. These are the utilities. With the help of these utilities, we can able to transfer the files from Windows to Linux and Linux to Unix. Okay, vice versa. So first, okay, one is download. Okay, then okay, then copy, then install by using RPM command. So if you want to install by using RPM command, you need to use RPM-IVH or something. Okay, then okay, that package name, that package. That's way. That is the one way we will try to okay install it. Whereas if you don't want okay to download, okay, for example, okay, assume that okay, if you want to down, I mean, if there is a requirement, the one more problem with this RPM command is, so if you are going with RPM command, if you are trying to install okay, I mean, in Windows, yesterday we are 2 days back we were installing virtual machine, okay, VMware software. So for VMware software, if you need any dependent packages, for example, if you want to install, I mean, even in Android also, if you are trying to install okay any application, it will ask you to okay install some dependent services. So in RPM command, by default, it looks for okay dependencies. If the dependencies are not there, it won't install. Again, okay, we need to install in a sequential order. It is a kind of lengthy process. So in order to avoid that, we can use this m command. So what the m command does is, with help of m command, we can able to directly download the okay files from internet, and okay from the internet, okay, directly it will download from internet to your system, and it will try to okay, what it does means it will connect to that, it will connect to the internet, it downloads, and it installs also, and it installs okay as well. For example, like if you go with okay m hyphen hyphen l, so you will come to know that even m command also having a lot many options. So for example, okay, check update. So these are the majority of the options we are having. So so as part of m command, so if you want to know that okay, what are all the okay, check, which means check the problems in the rpm db, check update, check for available okay package updates. And if you go with okay m, so if you go with okay m check update, it will try to say that, so okay, could not retrieve the mirror list okay from so and so. So there was an error, could not resolve the okay host, something okay, some errors. So for example, okay, if you want to get okay few more details, for example, okay, clean. So remove the cache data. For example, if there are any cache data, we can use okay m clean, okay m get deplete, list of packages dependencies. So all these details okay we can able to get it. Whereas, for example, assume that now, so for this m dot, okay, for this m command, it will try to, okay, it will, okay, it depends on, okay, this file. It will depends on, okay, this file. So, okay, whatever the URL, okay, we specify on, okay, this okay, URL, whatever you specify on, okay, here, it will connect to that URL and it will download it. It will connect to those URL and, okay, download it. That's why. So, this could be either, okay, this could be either, basically, it is a URL where we want to fetch the where you want to connect and fetch the details. So organizations what we do is they will maintain internal repositories. So from those internal repository details, okay, we specify on okay here, we specify on okay here. Now, so when it comes with okay this m command, so assume that I want to install So yum, okay, install. So yum install is the option. So as part of yum command, we are having multiple, okay, multiple options, right? Check update, clean. Okay, here we are going to use the install. Install means with help of install, we are trying to install a package on your system. And if you go with the R means okay, remove. So we're also having a, so with help of okay, -y, okay, remove, we can also okay, remove it. So repository list, so okay, remove. So okay, here are the few more options okay for them, few more options hyphen for them. So for example, if I go with okay, okay, install. So for example, now I want to okay, install, okay, now I want to install SFTP. So let's assume that I want to install okay, SFTP. I think it's facing some issues. So if you want to directly, should wait, not connect. So yum config manager disable repo ID. Okay. Not sure the internet is already enabled. So ping. So we are connecting the internet. Internet facility is available. -y install star okay Python something. We'll try to use the star Python star. Okay, loaded plugins. So some issues, I will try to correct it. So looks like okay, this URL is not available over the internet. So we need to okay, we need to correct this URL because so as I said that it will directly connecting to this URL and it's trying to okay, fetch the details. So let me try to okay open this URL over the internet. If this URL is not reachable, we need to update the correct URL so that it will directly connect and fetches the details. So that is the problem. HTTPS. I will need to check that. Okay, what is the error? So the main intent is this URL is not okay. I mean, as I told that there are two ways. So with help of yum command, we can directly connect to that okay, repo URL and we can download. Whereas with help of RPM command, you can download it from internet itself. And okay, after downloading the internet, you can install by using this okay RPM command. These are the two ways to install. Okay, I mean okay to install new packages or okay, to remove the even with help of rpm command we can install and we can remove, and even with m command also we can install and we can remove. And one more thing is even the m command we can also update. So if there are any updates, so even in your mobile also you continuously get alerts that okay continuously okay get the alerts that whether do you want to okay update okay so on so urls and all. I mean mobile will get notification, right? You just click on that update all, it will connect to that mainly this google store, whatever the source. If it is android, I think okay play store. So from the play store okay it will connect and it will download it, okay it will download and it updates. The same facility on okay m command also. Same command we can able to do those okay operations. So apart from that, so with this okay yum and okay install. So if somebody asks you that okay the differences between okay yum and okay rpm, so there are okay few differences between yum and rpm okay differences. So one of the okay, I mean topmost. So as I said that key differences are, so okay, I mean RPM means the definition of okay RPM is Red Hat Package Manager. M means yellow dog, updater and modified. The name itself updater and okay modified. The definition also you need to remember RPM is Red Hat Package Manager, yellow dog, updater and modified. So what it does? So the core tool for managing the software packages in .rpm format. It handles the installation, uninstallation, verification and querying of individual packages on individual packages. Doesn't automatically handle dependency resolution. Whereas in okay here it manages the dependencies and resolve them automatically. So okay, a front end RPM providing a user friendly way to internet with packages. So directly it will connect to the internet and download the packages. Whatever I told earlier, you can also provide those differences, and works with software repositories to find all the installed packages, which means that This RPM command cannot connect to the internet and download the RPMs, whereas M command can connect to the internet and download the RPMs. What is the source of M command? M repose that okay D. So under whatever the base location you have specified, that location it will connect. That could be that connect. And M command doesn't resolve the dependencies, but sorry RPM command. Whereas M command resolves the dependencies. M command resolves the okay dependencies. So these are okay basics. Okay, difference between this okay M and so okay RPM okay command. So okay, even along with okay M and RPM command, so I just want to tell all these commands because so okay you are going anyhow you are going to get administrative privileges, right? You are installing we are installing Linux on our machine. So if you want to install or something, just that's for that purpose I'm teaching about okay these commands. So after that, so if there is a service and okay if you okay if there is a service or okay for example, so you have downloaded okay if there are any service, if you want to okay, start that okay, service and stop that service, assume that you are having a MySQL okay, or okay, you are having MariaDB or you are having some okay, X service. So if that service, if you want to start and stop on Linux, then we have to use this okay, service command. Okay, service, okay, service, okay, service name, okay, service name, options, service name. So okay, options. For example, if you go with okay here, so okay, service. See service options status all. For example, okay, service okay hyphen status all. So it will try to okay as of now. So currently active devices are IO and this much only. So if you want to okay, I mean restart okay, any service, the service name and okay status service name okay status. The service name is okay it's currently okay running. So for example, if you are not entering anything, so these are all the options. So okay, for example, service name start. So if it is already in stop state, if you want to start any service, okay, then okay, okay, stop means stop, restart means stop and okay start. And okay then okay enable means it will automatically okay status, what is the status of that. Force means forcefully if you want to okay forcefully if you want to start and stop, then these are all the options. So okay, with the help of this service command we can able to restart okay services. And the alternative of okay service command is systemctl. Systemctl is also another command. So okay, with help of okay systemctl command we can able to get okay list of okay the both. Systemctl is the command, it will try to show you the so systemctl okay hyphen. So okay systemctl okay hyphen okay help. So even with help of hyphen systemctl command, this is the latest version of okay service command. So as part of systemctl command, it will try to okay show that query to send control commands to the systemd manager. Whether if you want to get the details and okay if you want to all the details whatever is required, then okay we can get okay by using this okay service command. So either of that either service command okay we can use or okay we can also okay, use okay systemctl. So systemctl okay system okay ctl. So the same okay start or okay stop, so restart, then okay service name okay service okay name. So we can also use either service okay service name okay service name. Okay, here options, what are the options we're having on okay service command, the same, what are the options okay we see that okay I mean these are all the options, start stop force and okay these are this many options we can okay use it, this many options okay we can okay use it okay as part of the service command. So this is about okay. I mean, I just want to okay tell about at a high level, even at system level also. So the important files okay which are related for day to day, and okay even the okay, how to download the RPMs and okay how to install the RPMs, and okay even okay and even what is the intent of service command and what is the intent of the systemctl command. So okay, similarly, so systemctl and okay, service command differences. So as I said that okay, system okay, service integrates with multiple init systems, while systemctl directly controls the systemd. So okay, both of them are having the different ways to okay execute. So, but okay, if you are going to try as a system administrator, you should be having okay, good knowledge on okay, all these commands, like okay, full details on M and RPM, and okay, even the system CTL service. Majority of okay, system related admin commands, you should be okay, aware of it. You should be okay, aware of it. So this is about okay, today's class. So as part of today's class, okay, we learn okay those commands. So if you are having okay, any doubts on okay here, so let me know. So I'm going to